It is coming up to a very key point in the cycle, guys. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through exactly why I will still be holding on through the volatility. You guys can let me know what you think at the end of the video. But before we do get into that, make sure all of you have paused the video, smash that like button, go and drop me a sub. Let's get it. All right, what is happening, people? How is everybody? How was your week so far? It is Saturday today, and we should all try and enjoy the weekend before September does arrive. Now, look guys, look where we are. Now, August probably is going to close the month 8 to 10% negative. We expected this negative. Now, historically in Q4, more times than not, there's always been, you know, at least a couple of red months, okay? So is that going to be September? Is that going to be October? Is that going to be November? You guys can let me know your opinions, but we must mentally prepare for what is about to come. Now, you can see we actually had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years of red months in a row. But then last year, all of Q4 was green. So everybody online is going to say September's a red month. It's always a red month. It has to be a red month. It doesn't have to be anything. But let's mentally prepare for both sides. Now, I made a poll a couple of days ago. It says one day, but it's a couple of days ago to say, when are you going to sell your crypto? Is it going to be based on price? Is it going to be based on the time in the market? And I did that because a lot of people are very one-dimensional when it comes to taking profits. Now, I'm going to be taking profits based on the price. I'm going to be taking profits based on the time in the market as well, guys, okay? If we hit one of the targets early in the cycle, I will sell early. If we don't hit a target and it's later on in the cycle and I think, oh my god, right, time is running out, I will sell at a lower price. But it seems that a lot of you guys will sell for price and price targets rather than time, and it is kind of risky to be saying, right, it has to go to this price and I'm only going to sell at this price. Now, bullish, what a lot of people like to see. Is it all over for the altcoins? I do not think so, guys. Do you think so? I don't think so, because look where we are. We're in the chop. We are in the boring chop. We knew we were going to be in the chop for around 6 months. We said this so many times. Every time we're in this chop, guys, we have some sell-offs. Altcoins do dip 30, 40, 50, 60%, some even 70%. People are convinced that it is all over, but it's happened every cycle. Now, we need Bitcoin to start to break down in dominance, guys. You can see we've been rising up to that 60% dominance. Last time Bitcoin dominance was about to rise, you can see we had a bullish divergence in the RSI. Now we're having a bearish divergence in the RSI. Is the dominance about to drop? Are we going to start to have a party time in the coming months, guys? But again, it doesn't have to happen straight away. Just because tomorrow is the 1st of November, even if we get to the 1st of October, it doesn't have to happen straight away. We could still rise slowly a couple of percent for the next month or so, bringing us up to around that 60% on the Bitcoin dominance. But just know that once we do start to break down in this Bitcoin dominance, a lot of the money flows going to go into our altcoins. That could really send a lot of our alt positions rallying up. We can keep a close eye on when Bitcoin dominance is really getting to a low and say, right, maybe altcoin season is nearly over. But these things, every time it drops, look how harsh it drops, guys. It doesn't give you a prolonged, you know, how many years of increase. It's within the matter of, you know, a few months that we do drop down and we have that parabolic altcoin season. Now, is it inverse head and shoulders starting to appear on the macro chart for Bitcoin? Because if that's the left shoulder, that's the right shoulder, and that's the head, we could be going up to, you know, over 150k, 200k breakouts. I see a lot of different people say, right, 100k we're getting there, 150k we're getting there, 200, some people even saying 300k Bitcoin. Okay, you guys can let me know what your price predictions are in the comments. But once we do start to break out of this neckline and break the all-time high, you guys already know that it's going to get violent very, very quickly for Bitcoin, and trying to catch these gold candles is going to be more difficult than not. And just know we got to stop acting like retail, guys, because to be honest, retail is not here, and retail will only buy in to these god candles. And how do we know that retail isn't here? I mean, number one, go on Google Trends, type in your favorite altcoin, type in whatever. I'm on UK, whatever. But look, guys, you can see here, I mean, we go to the past 5 years. This was the last bull run, last altcoin season. Come back down into the bear market. Nobody wanted to buy in the bear market when altcoins, when Bitcoin, when Ethereum was super undervalued. And then they want to come back in here when it rallies again, guys. Look where we are. The retail is not here. So as much as people say, right, retail is going to drive up the price, retail is going to drive up the price, they only drive up the price once the price is broken out. And then we start to enter price discovery and they get back in, and then all of the mainstream media starts to say to you and shove it down your throat, right, Bitcoin's a new thing, crypto's a new thing, you must hold crypto. It's at 150k now, you've got to buy it, right? When really we should be buying it down here at 15k, at 20k, at pullbacks, at 6-month consolidations at 60k, when everyone is starting to be doom posting saying it's over. Look, the interest isn't here. Once we have this next spike, and once we have a really big spike back up to that 100 in this next parabolic phase for Bitcoin, then we're going to be selling to all of these retail guys. And again, another way for you guys to see it is the Bitcoin retail investor volume from 0 to 10k buys. Demand change over 30 days. No demand. Okay, we're pretty much at no demand. You can see here at all-time highs, that is when demand does start to come back in. Make it make sense. It's only after these moves, you can see it every single time here, only after these moves the retail investors want to get in. Do retail investors make the most money in the market? You guys already know they don't. So we've got to change our psychology and get out of this retail mindset. Again, another thing to look into, the 500-day cycle for Bitcoin. Look at the buys and sells. Every time we've been around the halving, guys, I mean, 500 days post-halving, we've had the chop all the way up until the all-time high. And again, we said that could bring us into mid next year. Are we going to be ahead of time because we broke the all-time high a little bit early? You guys can let me know what you think. But so far, I mean, if we use the past data that we've got from the past 2 cycles, then that would mean, we're only at the start of this 500-day or the last 500 days of the cycle, and in the very, very, last 250 days, that is usually when the altcoins will start to see the biggest rise. Now, guys, I mean, lagging indicator, but golden cross has formed / is forming. Last time we did have this golden cross in the Bitcoin chart, we went from what? 50k, 50, 60k, all the way up to like 73k in the space of, how long is that? A couple of weeks, right? Now we're having this bullish cross again, or golden cross formation. Are we going to start to tackle the upper area of the channel? I know a lot of you guys, you come here for the ICP content, and I do try to add some ICP content at the end of each video, but again, we know why we're buying ICP. We know why it is so much better, why it's being nerfed compared to all of the other cryptocurrencies. I mean, the talk to AI self-writing web apps is going to be a game changer for AI. I mean, having prompt engineering, as we've spoke about so many times, is crazy. Think about how AI was, last year, the year before. You're watching Will Smith eat spaghetti. Now we're being able to build dApps just by talking to AI. Okay, we need this on the blockchain. We need it to be decentralized. We need it to be easy for engineers to come in or developers to come in and build very cheap, very fast, and make it scalable. ICP is the solution to that, guys. And now if we go and we check out the price, like we said, we had our complete breakout to $8.70. It was $8.70. Lovely. And what did I say? I said if we lose $7.12, we can short it all the way down to $6. Someone even commented on the post I made on the community tab, and they were like, show proof, please. Okay, cool, whatever. Don't believe me. I'll post a Blowfin link if we do leave the $7.12. And again, if you want to trade with me, then you can go and you can join the free community, because we're going to be doing free trades in there as well. But look, we're starting to lose support, guys. Is this the first tell that we could be having lower prices, and we could be revisiting that $7.12 all the way down to $6? I mean, we completed the breakout. Bitcoin, if it wants to have a red September, this could push it all the way down to that $6, have a double bottom, which would be fantastic, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but it would scare a lot of investors. Then we must also look at the altcoin dominance chart as well, guys. I mean, we're still holding this support line, but we still could revisit this lower area of the trend line, which is going to bring us down all the way to a $440 billion market cap. Before finding a final low, we would have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would have been our 6th touch, and then we go again, and then we start to break up towards that 1 trillion. I said, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you going to be buying ICP? Would you ever short it with me? Do you think I'm a dickhead for shorting it? You can let me know. And again, if you made it this far, please be sure to support the channel by smashing that like button. Go and drop me a sub if you are new. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Peace.